welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The temperatures outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They're going to be led out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Whenever he comes in the game, you know exactly what you're going to get. He may not be one of the ultra-talented superstars or anything like that at the quarterback position, but he's a reliable presence in the huddle. He brings a lot of stability to this role, and he is capable of doing his job well and more than giving your team a fighting chance.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have the Cardinals first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 20-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Moving to his right. There he goes again. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. On the give. This is Connor. Stop at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
3rd and goal. Brissett under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. This from 30 yards out. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First down throw there is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
The Cardinals offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big gain for Arizona. 32 yards.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Brissett. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. Here's a 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. throw it. Brissett. He takes off. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. We're set. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on third and goal. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So, on fourth down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Darren Browning getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. First catch there for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Taken in right side by Barner. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different...
Over on the No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's Michael Dixon now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Taken at the 19. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
On the tackle, a gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now, Brissett. No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
On 3rd and long, here's Brissett. He's going to go up top here for McBride. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. On play action, here's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Cards offense ready to see what they can do. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. 15-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he will get into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. They take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cardinals extend their advantage to 13-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A run now on 2nd down. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll try to run for it. Brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. A big play there on the scramble. 33 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and long. Now Locke. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Block out of the shotgun. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's complete. He's got Huck. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. From the gun, it's locked. That one, taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Seahawks 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Second down and 3. Here is Brissett. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Brissett gonna throw. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Locke. Huff brings it in left side. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Second and a yard. Locke. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
The Cardinals offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
At the Seahawks 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun is Brissett. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Cards going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Brissett. And not liking anything downfield, is just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
To the air again is Brissett. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
For the Arizona field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cardinals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't think there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Lock to throw. Pass is completed to Cup. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Off the play fake. It's locked. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Cody Simon getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing on second down. Lock. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Back to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That penalty is declined.
On the zone read, a give to Benson. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On second down, it's Brissett. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Man in motion, heading left. On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. There's time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
Will be brought down inside the 25. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Throw it. Brissett. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
The Cardinals line up for a punt.
Formation for the Cardinals.
Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. And that is blocked.
The long snapper is going to have to shoulder this one, Mike. I mean, this one falls flat on his plate. He put his punter in a really bad spot, and he wasn't able to bail him out, and disaster strikes.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Drive will start on the ground. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Throw right side, home in by Cutter. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
A second down throw for Locke. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun on third down is Locke. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Begin here on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A gain of 2. brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. That's Harrison in motion. On play action, Brissett. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
3rd and long. To throw is Brissett. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Cody Simon in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's locked. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Lock out of the shotgun. He'll try and get there on the ground.
A 7-yard gain.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues. after this. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Lock to throw. Taken in right side by Barner.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's locked. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st down is Locke. Shaheed with the catch. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
You're in the 4th quarter. You just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they're going to give it to Charbonnet. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. To throw is locked. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will take it in himself. Drew Lock. Touchdown, Seattle. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Cardinals 16.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25
The Cardinals offense and Jacoby Brissett getting set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. RPO quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
That's good.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brissett. To the outside, he's got Harrison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
3rd and short yardage. It's Brissett. The open man is Wilson. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Important moment here, 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun is Brissett. That's caught by Bourne. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chad Ryland to
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Locke. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down, Seahawks.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting. Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing. Locke. He'll complete it to Barner. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Locke to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
At the 3-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Block out of the shotgun. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will up the lead to 5.
Seahawks 24, Cardinals 19.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. We're set. That one is complete to McBride. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Now, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's good.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
That's to the right side, and incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
At the 40-yard
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Brissett gonna throw again. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's gonna bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
To the air again is Brissett. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Glendale.